Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to another video today. My name is Chris, and today we're going to be doing the non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart stores, which yes, this map has been updated, but more ever so slightly updated, not really updated, but updated in my sense, as of Tuesday, November 21st, 2023. So today, we're going to be doing a quick updated version of this video. There hasn't been any more store closings announced right now, and I can't imagine we're going to see any more until after the holidays, but obviously things could change depending on lease agreements, new stores moving in, etc., etc., etc. But for the purposes of getting everything back up to speed and keeping everybody in the loop of what's going on with Sears and Kmart, today we're going to be doing a video going over all of the non-liquidating stores that are not being closed right now. And SB360 Capital Partners LLC is currently not closing any locations as of right now. So, anyways, with that being said, let's get started on this list of current operating stores. So 6 Kmart stores, 13 Sears stores. Yes, 2 of them reopened, thanks to Mr. Marquez, which I don't know if that's going to hold. They're going to close others, but anyways, for the purpose of this video, let's go over the stores that are currently not closing. And first off, we're going to start off with Kmart Continental Mainland United States. And of course, we have the Kmart store in Bridgehampton Common Shopping Center in Bridgehampton, New York. And then the other Kmart store that's currently not being liquidated, it's the Kendall Lakes Plaza Shopping Center in Kendall Lakes, Miami, Florida, which has actually been significantly downsized due to the at-home taking up about 75% of the store, with the other 15% being the remaining Kmart discount department store. Kmart off mainland United States, we have the freestanding store in Tallman, Guam, the Kmart store Sunny Isle Shopping Center in St. Croix, United States, Virgin Islands, Kmart at Tutu Park Mall, St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands, and Kmart Lockhart Gardens Shopping Center in St. Thomas, United States, Virgin Islands, the last multi-level Kmart in the entire Kmart U.S. fleet. Sears Continental Mainland United States, we do have Burbank. Yes, Burbank did reopen. Sears store at Burbank Town Center in Burbank, California. Sears store at Sun Valley Shopping Center in Concord, California. Sears store at Webster Town Mall in Stockton, California. Sears store at the Whitwood Town Center in Whittier, California. The Sears freestanding store in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida. The Sears store at the Florida Mall in Orlando, Florida. The Sears store at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. The Sears store at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts. The Sears store at the Newport Center Mall in Jersey City, New Jersey. The Sears store at the Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso, Texas. The Sears store at the Westfield South Center Mall in Tukwila, Washington State. And the Sears store at the Valley Mall in Union Gap, Washington. And Sears off mainland United States, we have the Sears store at Plaza Las Americas Mall in San Juan, Puerto Rico. So those are all the stores that are not being liquidated. The Kmart at the U.S. Virgin Islands, which just finished up liquidation sales, is also now closed as well. These are all the remaining locations that are opened as of, got to change this title here, November 21st, 2000. I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotta do this right. I apologize. Tuesday, November 23rd, 2023. Okay, I actually got to go ahead and copy that here and paste. There we go. Okay, I apologize about that, guys. All right, so now that we've gone through the list, let's go on the map from west to east, and we'll identify all the remaining locations that are still operating by this company. So first, we'll start out in Tallman, Guam, in the Marine Islands of the United States, which is just near the country of Asia, just north of the Antonio B. Juan International Airport. We have the Kmart store in Tallman, Guam, and this Kmart store is one of the few Kmarts left in the Kmart fleet to have a, Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store, something that's becoming a very rarity now. So the fact that this Kmart still has a Little Caesars pizza inside the Kmart discount department store is a very rarity in itself. Also, not to mention the pharmacy inside this Kmart store. Kmart no longer operates the pharmacy. The pharmacy has been contracted out to a third-party operator. Kmart no longer operates the pharmacy inside that Kmart discount department store. Okay, and as we move along the Pacific Ocean, just going to take a minute past Hawaii, we get to Washington State where we have our first Sears store, and it's still operating. I cannot believe I have to say this, but it's the Sears store just east of the Seattle-Tacoma International Airport, and it's the Sears store at the South Center Mall in Tukwila, Washington State. So still operating as of 2023. And then obviously the other one, surprisingly, which came back to life, thank you, Mr. Marquez, I guess, in Union Gap, and this is at the Valley Mall in Union Gap, Washington. The Sears store is back open, very surprisingly. I cannot believe that they reopened the Sears store. It really does, again, it really does shock me that they even thought about opening up, but I guess they're fulfilling some stupid lease obligation and they're not going to get out of there until they fulfill the lease, or obviously, another tenant buys it out, which I guess seems to be very unlikely because you have Nordstrom Rack over there, you have At Home over there, unless Primark wants to come in and do it. But for now, it's the Sears store at the Valley Mall in Union Gap, Washington. Okay, and as we make our way down the Pacific Coast or the West Coast of the United States, we get to California. We get to the Greater Bay Area, which houses San Francisco, San Jose, and Sacramento, which is the capital of California. We have the Sears store at the Sun Valley Shopping Center in Concord, California. Still not closing and still operating as of 2023. And again, it's the Sears store at the Sun Valley Shopping Center in Concord, California. All right, as then we make our way east here on the map, the next Sears store we're going to hit, it's the Sears store at the Webstertown Mall in Stockton, California. Still operating as of 2023. And I guess there are really no plans to close the location. So again, it's the Sears store at the Webstertown Mall in Stockton, California. And there it is on the map if you want to zoom in there a little bit closer. Okay, so one of the Sears stores in California has actually come back to life, believe it or not. So now there are two Sears stores in the greater Los Angeles area. And again, this is a dry run. It's probably not going to last very long. But for the purposes of this video and for the purposes of Mr. Marquez trying to advance the brand, once again, it's the Sears store at the Burbank Town Center in Burbank, California. I can't believe this store came back to life. But I guess it's good for the area that the store did come back to life somehow. Or they're just fulfilling the lease obligation. Let's be honest, it is probably the second one. So again, it's the Sears store at the Burbank Town Center in Burbank, California. And then the other California Sears store, which is in the greater Los Angeles area, just east of that store, or southeast rather, if you want to be specific with direction. We have the Sears store at the Whitwood Town, the Sears store at the Whitwood Town Center in Whittier, California. And obviously, this is the last freestanding Sears store in the state because the rest of the remaining ones are connected to some form of a shopping mall. All right, and we go through the Rust, not the Rust Belt region, sorry, the Sun Belt region of the United States, and we pass Arizona. And the next Sears store that we're going to hit, it's the Sears store at the Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso, Texas, just south of the El Paso International Airport. And I'm already starting to hear some rumors that this Sears store's days as a two-level location may very well be numbered. It sounds like Primark just signed on for a lease at this mall, and we all know where they're going to go. It's pretty obvious. Primark and their relationship with taking over Sears stores or Transform Co. or Heritage Growth Properties, whatever you want to call it. So it's very likely that they're going to take over either whether it's the second floor or the first floor of the location. But for now, this is the Sears store at the Cielo Vista Mall in El Paso, Texas. I don't think it's going anywhere because of Sears Mexico. So yeah, and again, the last Sears store within the state of Texas, which is just north of the United States-Mexico border. All right. So now we're going to go from all the way over here to the Virgin Islands, and then we're going to make our way up the East Coast. Okay, so the first Kmart store that we're going to hit, it's the Kmart store at the Sunny Isle Shopping Center in St. Croix, United States Virgin Islands. This has nothing in it, no Little Caesars. It's just a regular traditional Kmart. There is a Little Caesars over there, but not inside the physical Kmart store. It is within the same shopping strip mall. But again, it's the Kmart store at Sunny Isle Shopping Center in St. Croix, United States Virgin Islands. That's the only one left on St. Croix, United States Virgin Islands. So then we go north to the other U.S. Virgin Islands, and we have two Kmart stores, believe it or not. So the first Kmart store, it's the Kmart store at the Lockhart Garden Shopping Center in St. Thomas, United States Virgin Islands, the last two-level Kmart store in the entire Kmart fleet, so definitely pretty significant. at that. And then there is only one other Kmart store on the island. It's a couple miles east on the island, and it's the Kmart store at the Tutu Park Mall in St. Thomas, United States Virgin Islands. This Kmart has probably, I believe, the last Kmart pharmacy in existence, and as well as a Little Caesars Pizza inside the Kmart discount department store. Okay, and then we're going to make our way over to Puerto Rico, and in Puerto Rico, we have the Sears store at the Plaza Las Americas Mall in San Juan, Puerto Rico. This is the last Sears store in Puerto Rico and the last Transform Co. property within the United States territory of Puerto Rico. So pretty significant there. All right, and next up we have the state of Florida. So we have the Kmart and Sears within the same distance of each other. We have the small Kmart discount department store. It is no longer in the full store. The Kmart has been downsized as of March of 2023. The rest of the store has become an at-home store, and Kmart does operate in a very little part. So once that Kmart store does go, there will be no more presence of Kmart within the state of Florida. And again, it's the Kmart store at the Kendall Lakes Plaza Shopping Center in Kendall Lakes, Miami, Florida. All right, and then just going a little bit northeast, we have the Sears freestanding store, the last freestanding Sears store, I think second to, this is the only other freestanding Sears store in the country, and it's the Sears store in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida. There is some rumors that they might be doing apartments here, so this Sears store could be reaching the end of its life as a freestanding Sears full-line department store, but for now it's the Sears store in Coral Gables, Miami, Florida. All right, as we make our way up the coast of Florida, the next Sears store that we're going to hit, it's the Sears store at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And here it is. It's at the Gardens Mall, Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. Very nice mall, by the way. Just don't know what the future of this Sears full-line department store looks like. And again, it's the Sears store at the Gardens Mall in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. All right, and then we make our way over to the central region of Florida, which is home to many various entertainment places such as Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, and many other entertainment attractions, and even including a Sears store. That's right, guys. It's the Sears store at the Florida Mall in Orlando, Florida. This is the last Sears store in the central region of Florida. Once this goes, no more Sears stores will be in the central region of Florida. All right, now we have to make our way up the East Coast to a couple locations left in the Northeast because the next store that we're going to hit, it's actually in my home state of New Jersey. It's amazing that this store is still here to this day. We actually just lost Kmart earlier this year, and it's the Sears store at the Newport Center Mall in Jersey City, New Jersey. Yes, as of 2023, they have downsized the store, so it is only one floor, and they could very well probably close the store at some point. So again, it's the Sears store at the Newport Center Mall in Jersey City, New Jersey. Now we have to go to Long Island. I don't have to boomerang back to New Jersey because there is no more Kmart in Westwood. That is now gone. And we have the Kmart store at the Bridgehampton Common Shopping Center in Bridgehampton, New York. This Kmart for many years was known as the Martha Stewart Kmart because she would come into this Kmart and have exclusive brands in here, and she would even come in here and have special events inside the store. She has since signed on with other retailers. She no longer has her partnership with Kmart, but the timing of this was when, she has a house out in the Hamptons. This was a great way for people to come to the store and potentially see Martha Stewart shopping at Kmart. I mean, obviously times have changed, but that is why this Kmart is nicknamed the Martha Stewart Kmart, because of that significant partnership that they had in, I believe it was the 1990s. She signed on with them. I mean, she has since moved on to other retailers since then, so. And again, it's the Kmart store at the Bridgehampton Common Shopping Center in Bridgehampton, New York. All right, and then finally, guys, we have the Sears store in the last one in the New England region of the United States. It's the Sears store at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts. This is the last Transform Co. property within the state of Massachusetts, the last Sears store within the state of Massachusetts, and the last Sears store within the New England region of the United States. So lots of lasts with this particular Sears location. Alright, so guys, that is every non-liquidating and liquidating Sears and Kmart store. I'm not sure yet what's going to happen in terms of openings, but obviously if we have some openings, some closings, I'll try and make another video like this as soon as possible. I want to sincerely thank you guys for watching. Again, this map was created by Dead and Dying Retail. Link to both the map and the list will be located in the video description below. So, anyways, guys, thank you again for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed this video, and that will be it.